Morning everyone, we're about to go on the ride for the second day. I had the worst sleep of all time last night. I did not drink enough water yesterday and then had a few beers. I just haven't slept, but I'm going to push through. I feel a lot better now. I just sculled a heap of water in the middle of the night. I'm all packed up. I'll spin this around for you. What an absolutely stunning spot, right? Look at this. It is so nice. Everyone's up there undercover. We are all in our wet weather gear. I've ditched the jacket and gone for the wet weather jacket instead. Got the pants on as well, so it's wet and rainy. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully it's not too treacherous. The KLR is a handful in the mud and we have a lot of fun. All right, let's get into it. Morning everyone. As you can see, it is wet and rainy. Hopefully it clears up a bit, you know, so the roads don't get too treacherous and the tracks. We'll see how we go, but looking forward to the day. Apparently it's a bit shorter. We'll see. Yesterday I did, oh, must have been 500 something kilometers. That was like 60 kilometers or something getting there, and then we did about 400 and something basically off-road and on-road. So it was a big day. Loved it, absolutely loved it. I'm gonna drink more water today, and I'm not wearing my jacket. I've ditched the jacket so I don't sweat too much, because I'm also wearing a wet weather jacket, so we'll see how we go. All right, we'll turn on the footage when we get some fun stuff. Hopefully we can record some people doing some treacherous riding too. Let's get into it.
The plan for day 2 was to go from our campsite at Man River to the Willawarren Hotel, approximately 276 kilometres away. At the hotel, about half the guys were staying in rooms and the other camping out the back, giving everyone a chance to have a hot shower and meal. The morning had some easy riding, starting with backcountry roads before heading onto the dirt. For a long stretch, we rode along the Boyd River on a road that was seemingly cut out of the rock. While hard to see through the misty conditions, it was one of the most scenic rides I've done. Along the way, we were able to do some small breakout sections, including this fun hill climb and alternate route.
Fun hill climb here, I'm gonna try it. Hey! Get out of the way, cows. Let's do it. Come on, big girl.
It's gone, and then he just kept tractoring on.
It just kept chugging, mate.
Just kept picking up. Hit the pace, hit the pace.
Oh, mate.
Oh, yeah!
Nice.
It's a big girl.
Just how you like them, mate. Ah. Oh, big girl. Yeah. Alright, we are going up here, about half of us. It's a bit slippery and treacherous. The other guys have gone a different way, but apparently they meet up at the top. Surely we just did the hardest part, that big hill climb. KLR loves it. Just dun 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 dun. Thumps the way up. Oh, got spat. That was my mistake, that one. Won't do that again. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Wet logs. In classic fashion, we've all got wet weather gear on, but it hasn't rained. But it's foggy and misty. Across. Decent hill climb. Just sitting down like a lazy bum. Getting that weight over the rear, stand back up. Yeah, nice. 606 people. It's just changed off-road riding for me on this bike. And there we go. We're going back down a bit. We're up on a ridge line. Whoa! Caught it. Didn't see whatever was there. But I hit it. I know I say it all the time, but we have the best riding in Australia. It's just crazy how close everything is.
Awesome.
That was so good. Hopefully my GoPro's nice and clean, because I can't see much at all. Sort of fog and everything. The KLR was overheating a bit there, boiling. Here we go. Lots of fallen trees and stuff. Whoa, slippery. Into the misty mountains. Oh, you're mad not to do this. There was a detour. This is a way better track, I can guarantee it. Nice and tight. Doing a bit of follow the leader here. Go to KLR, it'll push through. She's a big girl. Just plows through. Through the trees. No go? No go. Traffic jam.
After doing some unintentional exploring, we rode through the World Heritage listed Guy Fawkes National Park. Much like everywhere else in the area, the scenery was stunning. After an easy morning, things started to get much more fun and challenging in the afternoon.
Had a bite to eat for lunch. I'm just cruising on this rubble roads and dirt roads, and it's raining and I'm pretty cold. I've just got a long sleeve shirt underneath and then my weather gear on top. I'm chilly. I'm chilly. Woo-hoo-hoo. Let's keep going. Ooh, slippery. Get up, thanks. Yeah, now we're talking. Done a lot of gravel roads and dirt roads, which had some amazing scenery, but it's good to get off the beaten track a bit, mix it up, you know. Nice foresty section. Slippery. Forward. Corner. Nearly got me. Straight. Well, spin, 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 slide, slide, slide. This is red clay. It just spins straight up. Front and rear sliding. Try and stick to the grass a bit. Stunning. Doesn't get ridden much. Tell you what though, the KLR is a bit of a handful through here. Ooh, exhibit A. We're going downhill for a while. We're still pretty high up though. Sketchy AF on the AX41, and definitely recommend goggles on big adventure rides. The visor has been okay, but in conditions like this where it's really raining, it distorts your vision a bit when the water flows down it. Then you wipe it and it's all blurry, so it's tricky, but great track. Just having to really concentrate, that's all, because it's sliding around. It's getting really muddy. The way down then was sketchy as on this, just the extra weight and that 50/50 front tyre, no good. Lesson learnt there. I'll go to the right. Seems to be easing up a bit though, like the riding.
This track was where things started to get interesting. The rain was really starting to come down and the track was getting incredibly slippery. We descended for a long time and came across our first obstacle for today, a fallen tree. There was talk of turning around, but getting back up some of the steep sections would have been bloody hard. So we sent one of the guys on one of the lighter bikes to scout ahead, and and decided it was best to keep pressing forward.
Okay, there's this massive tree down, so we're having to lift the bikes over it. Everyone's helping lift the bikes over onto the other side, then we're having to push them up, it's so muddy. This is the only way really to go. We looked at going back, but it's probably worse. So we'll lift it over. There we go. Push it over into a track we've made. Hooking a tow strap up. Yeah. Here we go, gonna pull it out while he rides it. Yeah, it's firing away. There we go. Okay, my turn. I'm a bit nervous. Only because I'm filming. Let's see how we go. Alright, they're getting the 250 over. And we'll go and get me over. Those 250s, they're weapons. More hands on deck for the big rig. So I don't know if you can see, it's absolute slop now. Ready? Ready? That's where I'm going to stop. Oh, we got there? Oh, look at here.
That's it.
Here we go.
That's it. Strap on it.
Alright, let me start it. Ready? That was amazing. Go the KLR. Woo! Alright, let's go help everyone. Here it comes. Woo! Easy, well done. Oh, we've got to get out of here yet. Oh, easy. So far. Just keeping the revs low to get that traction. Oh, I dropped the piece on the rear and it's way better. Second. Whoa! It's like light mist just falling, like almost like a shower. Feels so good. After being hot. Up we go. Best track yet. Ooh-wee. He nearly went down. Caught it well. Hey, caught it.
Come on, big girl. The weight over the back. Sitting right back. Yeah.
This trail just kept wanting to throw obstacles at us, and I have to say I loved it. There was no way around this fallen tree, so under we went. We helped each other get our bikes under the log and out the other side. By the end of it, we had it pretty dialed, but after slogging it out for a while, people were getting tired.
Bit further forward. Yeah. It's a good workout. Oh, right, bike. She's a big girl. Get the big out of the way.
In the end, we got through the forest, but fate had another obstacle for me that day.
Well, everyone, I've got a flat. I'm the last person, so I'm gonna just crawl it really slowly. Should break the bead. Then we're gonna have to change it. I've got the tools and a tube. Just need someone for pump. Life update. Still crawling along. Started to pour down rain.
I crawled along for as long as possible, hoping I'd catch up with the sweep or a corner man, but I bit the bullet and stopped.
Well, not ideal, everyone. Alright, I've got a flat. I'm just going to start changing it, and in the meantime, hope someone comes to help me out. They're all up here that way somewhere, so I'll just start doing it and we'll go from there.
I got my tools out, loosened the rear axle nut, and propped the rear wheel off the ground with a stick. It was raining hard, which certainly didn't help, but I got the rear off in the end. My tyre had managed to get a split in it, which no doubt contributed to the puncture. After struggling with a new tube valve, my knight in motorcycle armour arrived on his noble WR250R steed with help and, more importantly, a pump.
Right, Trev's come back to help me, and we've got the tube back in. And now he's got a pump. And we'll try pop the bead a bit, I suppose. Very cool pump.
We popped the bead, got the rear on, and started moving again. We still had a while to travel, both on-road and off it. We powered on, and man, were the tracks wet. Also, who put these barriers here and why? I think someone just put them here in the middle of the forest to mess with people like me.
Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, there we go.
The pair of us soldiered on, not really knowing which way to go because my phone was playing up in the rain and we didn't have any reception.
Back up the road. Oh, Campsie or Armadale. Let's have a look. I can figure that out.
We figured it out eventually and soldiered on to the campsite, the Willawarren Hotel. I have to say, that first beer tasted unbelievable. I set my tent up, had a hot shower and grabbed a big feed. I have to say, this is a great pub to stay at for the night and they are very motorcycle friendly. There are camping spots out the back, places to hang your wet clothes and gear, and if you're not the camping type, there are rooms upstairs. More importantly, the beer was wet and the food was hot. We told some war stories during the night and then headed off to bed.
Morning everyone, it is day 3 and today I have to head home unfortunately. It's been raining all night and it looks like it's going to rain today again, so I'll be sticking the wets on. Today I'm probably going to be heading back on the bitumen because I got that flat yesterday and don't have a spare tube, and I'm going to be by myself, so just don't want to take the risk because a lot of these places are in the middle of nowhere, so I'll just probably play it safe, find a servo, pump my tyres up pretty hard so I don't get a flat, and ride home. It should be a really nice ride home though. There's going to be a lot of highway, but there's some sections there that one, I'm probably going on Waterfall Way, I think it's called. It's just like flowy, it's beautiful, really pretty scenery. Hopefully I can stop and get some cool shots and get going home and not get too wet. I think we're all sick of getting wet. The first 2 days have just been getting wet. That's alright though. We'll start packing up, then we'll hit the road. Let's do it.
I said goodbye to the other riders who were continuing on to Barrington Tops, and I packed for the 600-kilometre trip home to Brisbane.
So I've packed the bike, I'm just going to put a few more things on the back, my tent and tools, and then I'll get riding. It started raining again. I took all my weather gear off. Murphy's Law, right? Also, my phone screen is absolutely stuffed. That's what I'm recording on now, but I can only select a few things. It's just stuffed from the rain or something. And my good camera, it's all fogged up the lens or something. It must be a tiny bit of moisture in there. Oh, it's stuffed. So I'm going to rely on the old reliable GoPro, and we'll see how we go getting home because my maps are stuffed. I don't know. It's going to be a good solo adventure home, to say the least. I'm hoping to actually take some good dirt trails in one section, but I may have to abort them. We'll see. We'll see how we go. All right, I'm going to keep packing, and then we'll get moving.
So I'm away. It's been a bit of a disaster of a morning. I opened up my earbud case and one wasn't there, so I was looking for that for ages. Took apart my tent, looked in there, put it all back in the bike, went through my luggage, found it on the ground in the grass. So I must have knocked it out of the case somehow when I got to the campsite. And my phone is not working at all, so I am going back to Brisbane, about 600 kilometres with no GPS.
I got some directions from the hotel cleaners and headed towards Kempsey, sweating on getting to a service station. I had plenty of fuel, but I was worried about my rear tyre.
Okay, I've pumped up my tyres, going pretty firm in them because they're quite low. I think the rear might be leaking, we'll see. And I've asked for directions because my phone is dead. I'm going to head this way, apparently I'm going to head this way, then I take a left somewhere, and then another left, and I'm on the highway. We'll see how we go. It's going to be a trip, this one. And I think the KLR, it's dying, man. Like, just needs a lot of love. I don't think it would have lasted the whole 7 days of this trip. Lucky I'm only doing 3. Like, just shit is rattling. My front indicator's no longer working. They fall out all the time. My rear indicator's no longer working. It's just a cluster, mate. It's just a cluster. But we'll get there, hopefully. And there's a split in my tyre. Look at this big split I've got here. So we got to get home, people. We got to get home somehow. Just gonna baby it, hey? Just really baby it. All right, let's do it.
I didn't even get out of Kempsey before I had to stop. The KLR was overheating and I didn't know why.
So my bike is overheating. It shouldn't be, so I'm guessing the coolant is low. I'm going to check that, and I stopped at this super cheap. I'll go buy some coolant if I need to, and then go from there. Man, this could be a slog. This could be a slog. Okay, update. I have taken the fairing off because Kawasaki's stupid design. You can't get coolant without taking your fairing off, so I've taken that off. Looks like the overflow's fine. Now I've got to check the radiator side. It's really hot though, so I'm waiting for it to cool down. I also cleaned out the mud from the radiator, hoping that's what's doing it. It should be fine on the highway, but I'm just going to check the coolant while it's all off just in case. Come on.
I headed north and my temp stayed fine on the highway, but soon as things got congested and I had to slow down, the temperature light would come on again. I mentioned earlier that I was planning to go on some dirt roads, but with no phone, what appeared to be a leaking rear tyre and now overheating, I just kept it a bitumen.
So it started to pour down rain and I'm riding into it by the looks of it, so I'll put my jacket on. Check engine light is on as well. I don't know, I checked the oil, it's all good, fluids are good, so I'm just gonna keep riding.
Lucky I put my wet weather gear on, as I soon got caught in a massive rainstorm. This continued for a long time, but luckily as I headed north, things started to clear up. And the further north I went, the better the roads got. From Kyogle all the way to Bow Desert, it is fantastic riding with the mix of flowing open roads and tight twisties.
This road is extremely good. It's just switchbacks, sharp turns, and the road surface is pretty good. Right on a sports bike on the last KLR. I've dead set been doing this for like 10 minutes. So good.
I had to stop several times to check my tyre pressure, and the KLR felt like it was rattling itself to death, but I got to Brisbane late in the afternoon. And when I got home, the first thing I thought was, when can I do this again? I love adventure bike riding. And my wheel bearings are supposed to look like this, right? With the rear tyre overheating and destroyed bearings, I was lucky to get home. Okay, that's it for me everyone. I hope you enjoyed this 2-part series and I'm looking forward to making more in the future. If you haven't, make sure you hit that subscribe button and keep it on the back wheel. Catch us.